We are ODM. Who's told you that ODM will not have a candidate in 2027? Who has told you?
During the ODM 20th anniversary, Raila Odinga gave a very strong speech that has shaken both ODM members and the Kenya Kwanza government. Raila Odinga made it clear that ODM has its own political plan and no one should speak about 2027 until the party decides officially. But in his words, Raila gave a hint that ODM might front its own presidential candidate in 2027, which has already shocked many Kenyans because for a while Kenyans have seen ODM too close to President William Ruto's government. But tulikuwa tunajua kwamba wakati ukifika Raila Odinga ni yule hawezi kaa bila kusimama upresident. So kutuambia kwamba watasimamisha mtu, we know ni yeye. Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new here, karibu sana, and please subscribe for deep, bold and clear analysis. For my returning subscribers, thank you for the love and continued support. Now, today, I want to dive into Raila Odinga's latest bombshell, ODM at 20 years, and Raila saying the party must remain disciplined, hinting that ODM might have its own candidate, and warning members against rushing into alliances. Watch this.
And I've said, as has been said by Dr. Oscar Hotel there, I told you, stand for what is right for the party. And look at what we have signed. And we must remain as ODM. And we've signed and agreed that we'll work together up to 2027. We have not passed any resolutions as a party to say how we are going to go into the election of 2027. So wherever you are, don't commit the party to some things which have not been discussed. Let those things be discussed first. We are ODM. Who's told you that ODM will not have a candidate in 2027? Who has told you? So first, think as ODM. We have a clear plan that we have negotiated and we've agreed on, and let us continue to implement that plan. Other decisions we'll take when the time comes. Finally, first, I want to thank Mbadi for bringing out some of the issues. Like he talked about selling some assets. Kenya Pipeline Corporation. The pipeline is underground from Mombasa through here. Even if you sell it, where is somebody taking it to? It remains very much an asset of Kia. It is just there on the ground. So somebody want to buy it, buy it. That is what Margaret Thatcher told Britons when the Arabs were coming with petrodollars to buy historical buildings in the UK. She said, even if they buy Buckingham Palace, where are they going to take it? It remains here. Your asset. It's an idle asset. Sell it so that you get money instead of going to borrow. Make money to invest instead of going to borrow here. I want to sell the shares of Safaricom. Why not? Why don't you sell the shares of Safaricom? It just remains here in the country. This is what my friend, the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has done in India. When he invited me to go to Gujarat as chief minister then, I went as a chief guest in what is called the Vibrant Gujarats. And there were many people who had been invited from outside India. And I was in a panel discussion with some of the Indian conglomerates, the Ratan Tata, the Adani groups, and all this together. And we saw how many deals were being signed, people coming to invest in Gujarat. State of Gujarat is one of...
Without wasting much time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to discuss three things here. Number one, Raila's statement shows that he is under pressure. For months now, ODM members have been divided. Some want ODM to work with Ruto's government, while others feel betrayed because ODM was meant to be in opposition. Raila had earlier seemed to be very quiet, and men told that he had what we call a soft, let me say that he had landed a soft life into government. But now he's reminding his troops, ODM is still ODM, and we have our own plan. Number two, this is a warning to President Ruto. The president has been relying on ODM silence to calm wale ambao walikuwa wanaandamana and push his agenda. But with Raila giving out an hint that ODM will front a candidate, it is clear that Ruto may not have ODM's backing in 2027. Ruto's fear is real because if ODM and other partners regroup behind a candidate like Fred Matiang'i, Kalonzo, or even Raila himself, UDA will struggle to sell Ruto for a second term. Number three, and which is the last one, we must look at the cracks inside ODM. Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna has already said he cannot back President Ruto, warning that ODM should not be forced to support someone just because of loyalty. And this shows a party on edge. If Raila remains silent for too long, ODM risks losing young focal leaders like Edwin Sifuna, Babu Wino, and others who want a clear opposition path. Raila anajua hii si mchezo. ODM imekuwa kwa siasa miaka 20 right now. Na hii party imeshinda, imepoteza, lakini bado inabaki imara. Akiongea jana, Raila alitaka kusema hivi, na hakuna mtu hataharibu ODM. Lazima tungoje party iamue. Sio mtu mmoja aende kutangaza candidate. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the impact. If ODM finally declares its own candidate, that move will completely change 2027. President Ruto will lose the comfort of ODM silence. Raila will energize his supporters, especially those who felt betrayed when he appeared to cooperate with President Ruto. And for Raila, this is also a chance to repair his legacy, to leave ODM strong, disciplined, and possibly under a new leader who can challenge the president. Raila Odinga's 20th anniversary speech was not just about celebration. It was a coded message that ODM is not dead. ODM is not with Ruto, and ODM has its own secret strategy for 2027. If Raila pulls out completely from the government, then President Ruto's dream of a second term will face a serious threat. Kwa hivyo Wakenya wenzangu, tutasema ukweli. ODM is now regrouping. Raila is doing calculations and Ruto is panicking. The big question is, who will ODM finally front in 2027? Is it Raila? Is it Kalonzo? Is it Matiang'i? Or Rigathi Gachagua? Time will tell. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this up to the end. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that next time I do videos like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you and goodbye.